Just get the best advice out there. You know, that's the number one golden rule. Get the best advice out there. It's the biggest deal that you'll do in your lifetime. So surround yourself with people, A, that you like, B, that you trust, and C, that have got time for you as well. And I think that's really important, because having worked with many lawyers and large brokerage firms, you know, you're not always the key figure, but in my experience here has been completely brilliant. So get great advice.
So if you're thinking of selling your business, I think there's a process to this. I think there are questions you have to ask yourself in terms of, are you ready to let go? The process of courting a potential customer is a tricky one. It's a sale yet again, isn't it? For us doing an employee ownership trust, the sale to the employees was an absolute win-win. They got to take ownership through a trust of the business, meaning that they would benefit in the future from the profits, whilst myself and my wife as the shareholders got to exit the business. So finding a partner that could make sure that was a smooth transition, make sure that we communicated really effectively with all of the employees in the business, was super critical to making sure that that they understood what we were doing, because this isn't commonplace.
It's interesting asking someone that's only been through the process once what their piece of advice is, because I'm sure Initium's advice is far more rounded. However, from what I have experienced, the one piece of advice I would have is start the process early. Just because you engage with somebody doesn't mean to say that you're going to take it to market. You need to think about it early.
I think in selling a business, you have to be prepared. So the first piece of advice is be prepared. The second is really listen to the corporate finance advisor. Initium have been through this so many times. And I think, you know, if I look back, Jonathan and Andy and Simon and others that helped us, all of whom are still with Initium, their advice was massive, and they clearly knew how to guide us through the process in the right way. And obviously we ended up with a great result.
Well, the piece of advice is not specifically from our sale, but it's what I've seen generally in speaking to other business owners as well. And it boils down to three things. Be ready for the sale. And Initium will tell you all of this, but it's first of all, know your financials inside out, know what's in them. And if you don't know what's there, if you hesitate when asked for all this information, it doesn't look good. I've heard varying replies about your legal contracts and things like that. My advice is clear. Make sure you've got good legal contracts with all your customers. And if you haven't got it, now's the time to do it. And thirdly, customers. If you've been in the position where you've sat slightly above your customers, get to know them now, because you don't want any surprises during the sale process, because it will have one of two effects. It will potentially stop the deal, but either way, it could easily affect your valuation.